I will admit I don't get a lot of footage of the bees, so I will go ahead and get that. These are the sunflowers. I just thought they would be nice for the bees. Of course, we've got some wildflowers, tallgrass, and blueberries in there. I'll show you the blueberries momentarily. I try not to anger the bees. They are active, pollinating mostly first thing in the morning, but they stay in there when it rains. Dallas did say the brood, the top is nearly full. He's going to do some things to it. He took I forget what he called it, thing off the bottom to make it easier for them to access. Resistor, restrictor, I don't know. I may have him take a video of the bee box. However, not me. I'm not necessarily afraid of them, but you know, I don't want to piss them off either. So we've got blueberries. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Blueberries. Now this one isn't producing. It seems to be a healthy plant. Dallas said maybe it is, I don't know, male, female, whatever it is that doesn't produce. So that'd be a bummer, but you know, that's what happens sometimes. Blueberries. Blueberries. Of course, the first year plants aren't going to produce as much, so maybe it's a first year and it just didn't bloom. Blueberries, and look at all them. Man, it's not going to be enough that I need for the season. We'll have to plant more blueberry plants. However, it is exciting to see them. Apple trees doing good. We'll have to get apples off the neighbors' trees to use. I'll still get some orchard apples because there are a few specific kinds that I like to use. I'll see if I can get down here by the fence without falling and busting my ass. That's the fence that he took off, I believe. It's not too bad right here. Yeah, it's really hard to see. Guess it's because it's the same color as the wood. Yeah, it's really hard to see. If you look close, the red line at the top. It's not too bad in this section. So we have all this wood. We're gonna season. It really, even though it is chainsawed, cut, it needs split eventually. That's gonna be a job. I told him he needs to just rent a log splitter. It's a lot of work and it's rough. So there it is down. That is a broken post. So the rest of the fence, you know, it seems to have survived. This is a brush pile. It's about 3 feet taller than I am. And that's just from what was downed. Isn't that beautiful? There's a lot of trees down, but it's beautiful. This is the path that he has made. We've got several, but it is growing over. He's going to get back here and deal with that. However, you know, he hasn't had a lot of time to do that with all the other projects, and I've been told I give quite an extensive honeydew list. I call this the junk pile. He calls it, you know, just spare materials. We definitely need some organization in this. Here's the brush pile. It doesn't look as substantial when I'm not standing next to it, but it's about 8 feet tall. And he'll probably, you know, throw gasoline on there and then bam. Oh, the neighbor was having trouble with his tiny mower. I probably shouldn't air the neighbor. Won't show his face. So he must have went out and got a zero turn or borrowed one a little more heavy duty for that yard. Something you don't anticipate when you get such a large property is the mowing of it, the time it takes to mow it, and the effort to keep a nice lawn. This lawn isn't bad. I mean, it's pleasant to look at. So that is the series of walkthroughs for Thursday. I forgot to shut off the duck water. Well, they've got a nice little place to forage through the water. Have a good day, everybody. Harry, enjoy your potentially last days on Earth, pal. Can't have you tearing up my birds. We don't necessarily need fertile duck eggs. So I will thank him, and I always thank God for the opportunity for the meet. Talk to Dallas and we will make some decisions. Headed to the garage for those plants and then headed in for inside work.